Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho. My co-host as always, Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
Lower Decks, Season 3, Episode 5. What'd you think?
This episode was fine.
Yeah, just fine. You hated it, didn't you?
It didn't really come out and grab me. It
Yeah.
didn't come out and grab me. There was lots of fun references, like there.
Remember!
That was a great one. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're doing Star Trek. We're doing
You guys
Star Trek.
are always trapping people in games!
Yeah, lots of fun references. It didn't come out and grab me.
Yeah.
It didn't come out. It was visually really impressive.
Felt like very little was happening, just because it was like the booth, and that was the only really real thing that was going on. Otherwise, it was Sam stuff, which we got very little, I would say. Like, we got some character stuff for him. We found out a bunch of stuff like what his past self was like, but like we didn't really get down to the why people are conspiracy evil.
Yeah, we got some information, but I think you're right. It didn't really feel like character work. It was more like exposition. I think we've seen bits of this before. I think even at the end of season 1, we saw bits of this shadow organization that was responsible for his implant or something.
How much do you want to erase?
Everything that has to do with me or the program.
That's a lot. You'll come out with a totally different personality.
I don't care. What do we do if someone asks why he has it?
We programmed that in. He'll think it was elective.
No, we gotta see the Section 31 lower decks. Right? Like, because the Sloane's up here dealing with Bashir, and then just some randoms down here dealing with Rutherford. That's what we're gonna get, right?
Yeah, but it has to be the least popular episode ever to not let them make a series.
Yes, we don't need any more.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Yeah, you just totally rejuvenated the interest in Section 31. I'm gonna make my show now. Hey, Michelle, yeah, you coming? You coming down? We're gonna do it now. Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle was out, but then she watched your episode and she's all the way back in. No! There's nothing I want less than that stupid Section 31 spin-off.
Well, alright. Won't even get into it.
If it ever happens, we'll yell about it.
Where and what possible timeline could it exist in? Let's just be honest.
Yeah. So what were we doing today? We started off with our nightmare, and immediately you could tell something was up because you see Rutherford's reflection and he doesn't have the implant yet. So I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to get some backstory today.
Yeah, and it looks like they're hanging out and just building a little shuttle together.
Yeah, the Sequoia there, I think they've been rebuilding or repairing for a while now. I'm actually not sure. I don't remember anymore what the inciting incident with that was.
Got little cartoon drawings of them on there.
Yeah, but we've seen that a bunch. Like, it was that's the room they were in when they were playing D&D a couple episodes ago. You know, it's all the...
Here's their own little cargo deck.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to have. I put that in my Sean novel. The Erotic Adventures Accounts for Sean.
There you go.
Beck and Brad get stuck having to do the booth on this planet.
Apparently no one has ever signed up for Starfleet from the booth, except Tendi.
I have a question about joining Starfleet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love those uniforms. If I join, do I get one?
Yeah, you do. I mean, our style isn't across the whole fleet, but they're in the California class.
God, I'm so sorry. I can't.
They never had Boimler. Boimler's the most effective recruiter.
Yeah. I like that everyone just kept coming up to the booth to bug Starfleet. It was pretty good. Got to see a lot of different races, a lot of different booths. Like, do you get a uniform?
Yeah, we do. It's super neat. I got a flap. Yeah. Love the
Why
flap.
do they keep changing? Oh, he actually thinks.
Yeah. And we've got Lower Decks Vash that's yelling at us the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except she was Scottish.
Yeah.
Whoa, you served on the Victory? Well, you must have screwed up pretty bad to end up here.
Sure. Why leave the big fancy ships just for a life of freedom and non-violence?
Starfleet isn't violent.
Well, tell that to the Romulans, the Klingons, the Cardassians.
Space archaeologist. Could be a good backup career for Beckett, because she did get that phone call at the end.
Yeah, well, they like to leave these little threads hanging that they can pick up later. I don't think Beckett's going to be...
Season finale?
Yeah, I don't think Beckett's going to be leaving, but I do think that, she's going to call this character for, help on a mission or something like that.
No, I think she's walking.
Yeah?
I think she's done with Starfleet, season finale. Then, of course, she has to go back.
Okay.
Jack will be killed horribly, and then they'll be like, well... For some reason, we're going to make you first officer.
Yeah. Ransom hasn't gotten to be like just a big dumb goofball this season. He has to be so serious
he's
with
on
Mariner now.
babysitting duty.
Yeah.
It's like, you could do more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed Brad just running around and lipping off everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Interested a lot of people. His aggression.
Yeah, he's like, wow, I can be confident and bold like that. Yeah, I'm gonna join Starfleet.
Hell yeah.
Boy, what was he saying? Like, the Doctor wasn't in the Delta Quadrant for 7 years, so you could disregard his personhood. Just freaking out.
Without Starfleet, none of you would exist! We don't want to protect you from the Klingons and the Borg. We just want to explore and study f***ing quasars. But you know what? It's the right thing to do!
Go, get back in the booth!
We got to see, I want to call him Evil Sam, but I guess it's just younger Sam.
Yeah. Angry Sam.
Yeah, he hit on Barnes. He took control after Tendi deleted his long-term memory.
Mm-hmm.
And he had poorly hit on her and then made her cry. I was like, oh, yeah, I don't make her cry. But he said the classic Trill spots
thing.
Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah, I mean,
60% of the time it works every time.
Should have rolled her eyes at that one. She's like, times I've heard that.
Yeah.
They've been on like 4 or 5 dates now.
Yeah. At that point, she might have just thought he was joking.
Yeah.
Like, here's a terrible pickup line for funsies.
Hey, Trill, when does the security shift change?
Why would I know?
Because you're in security?
We have been on 4 dates and you don't even know what division I'm in?
Well, damn, maybe if you weren't so boring, I'd remember some of this stuff. Oh, okay. Walk away.
For some reason, he really wants to know when security shift changeover was.
I guess he had some kind of plan, but it never really came to fruition.
Yeah, I guess that's like his escape to the planet and then the shuttle, because he couldn't.
I was a little disappointed with Shaxs when he got him in the transporter room there, and he manages to escape. I was like, come on, Shaxs, you're better than that.
He thought he had control of the situation because he couldn't beam down because they have like a deflector over the planet or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which I liked. Oh, that was interesting. But he beams to the captain's yacht. Mm-hmm. He also like made fun of the Cerritos the whole time. He's like, stupidness cells. Why would you put engineering down there?
It's a fire hazard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting the contrast of like younger version of self and like, I know everything. Mm-hmm. You know nothing because you're older.
Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually they have a little coma.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see them hang out. Yeah. They decide to have a Sam off with their engineering and be like, who gets to be Sam?
I don't know if I liked younger Sam's design so much. Half the time it looked like Homer Simpson's car that he designed in that one. It was just all this green and it's got all this stupid shit coming off of it.
Yeah,
it was a little goofy.
It was no Canyonero.
No. And then we just straight up got the Delta Flyer.
Yeah.
Out of Rutherford there, and that's great.
And the uniform.
Yeah.
And then he imagined his crew with him too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's dorky as shit, and yeah, you got to bring in some ringers.
That's what Sam would do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know why, why would you have the Romulans there? Like, this is in your mind, like.
I don't know. It's the same as everything
obstacle
else.
that pretty much killed him.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah. It's all metaphor. Like, this is layers of metaphor for what's happening in his brain, and it's fine.
Oh, baby. Yeah. Here we go. Woo!
I expected the nacelles to tear herself apart.
Yeah, maybe.
But
maybe.
That never even happened.
The ships were gorgeous, though. Like, the art... The actual art of them, like the Romulan warbird looked great, and there was a couple shots of the Cerritos from above that I thought looked awesome.
Yeah, we got some like really good shots of the Romulan warbird to the point where I was like, yeah, why do they have so much space in the middle?
They're great. I love it. It's my favorite design. I mean, it's my favorite design.
Oh, I like the Valdor, man. The updated Bird of Prey Romulan ship.
Mm-hmm.
That's just sexy and sleek.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I like the Commander more too.
That too. Yeah, there you go.
Sam wins the race. He makes peace with younger Sam.
Yeah.
Then he has a flashback of more of the conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, some kind of shady organization that he was involved in. Not sure if this has anything to do with his races or if it's just because he was a rebel and he was farting around.
It sounded like it was to do with like him building like the non-Federation warp.
Could be.
Which could totally come in handy. Like if you had it, then it wouldn't be giving the Federation warp signature,
and
then you could go do some illegal shit.
Well, that would be something Section 31 would be interested in. Yeah, it probably would.
Would it? Because
then they'd have warp signatures that didn't come back to Starfleet.
Yeah, but like they have their own fleet and everything, Chris.
Yeah.
Fucking Discovery ruined Section 31.
Yeah, they did. They ruined it really bad.
Yeah.
This is brutal. This is 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm not over it.
Animated Sloan will show up in Lower Decks.
Yeah.
And he'll just be like, "Didn't you die?" I'd be like, "I'm back to fix everything you've ruined."
Why did everyone know about Section 31? Why was it common public knowledge? There's this fucking nurse. There's this fucking nurse that came in. She's like, the dudes from Section 31 are going to be here. Why? Okay. All right, moving on.
It was in the charter, Chris. It was in the charter.
It was in the charter. It's literally Section 31 of the chart. Shut up.
I don't know why you're so surprised. Every clandestine organization exists, whether it's the Cardassians or the Romulans. They have the Tatasciore, the Obsidian Order.
Yeah.
Just quoting Kira here.
Some of them are supposed to be secreter.
Yeah. Or was it Odo that said that? Yeah, final thoughts?
Oh, okay, are we done? Was that everything that happened?
Well, you could wrap it up with the final thoughts. Be like, hey, Sam came out of coma, hug Tendi.
Yeah, we got hugs.
Brad went to the brig.
Yeah, but he got the nice talk from the commander there.
Yeah, Jack's like, let's have a drink after. Like, you know.
Everything Boimler really wanted. And you know what? What Starfleet officer hasn't been in the brig once or twice?
You know what? They should have had a cheers or whatever and been like, very bold of you.
Whoa, crazy.
I hope you don't think less of me.
Honestly, hearing you stand up for Starfleet and give it to those loudmouths, I was impressed.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Let's grab a drink when you're out. I want to hear how those outpost losers cried when you kicked over their table.
Yeah, this episode was fine.
Yeah.
That's about what I said at the start. There was lots of fun references. The visuals were good. The stories didn't really grab me too much today.
Do the references like hold you at all, or is it because they're just so quick that you just like, oh yeah, there's a lot of good references there. This one was funny. This was funny. I don't remember the rest.
I think it makes sense for characters to talk about some of these big events. Like people should mention Kirk and Spock and some of the crazy shit that the Enterprise has gotten into. Like people should be aware of that. And they play it for jokes. But this episode, the plot was just all right.
Yeah.
I was just kind of watching, hanging. I had a good time and I had laughs, but I think the previous episodes have been more compelling for me.
Oh yeah, I think there's more story and more interest in the last couple episodes for sure. I did enjoy like the 180 of younger Sam, like, oh, I was into this, and the only reason like he's completely different is because I guess complete mind control. You would think that it'd be like maybe it's just age and growing up and like all that, but no, it's not. It's just mind control.
Current Sam is a radically different personality. Like regular Sam, I guess especially at this point, is dead. And this is some new guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least now we know why he's a cyborg. Well, as always, guys, thanks for watching. See you next week.